Hi, I'm Alan Sagano. I'm the president of ADS Consulting Group, and thanks a lot for listening to this brief presentation on the ADS Cloud value proposition and a cost comparison of running your servers on-premise versus in ADS Cloud. So as an overview, we'll have a brief introduction. We'll talk about the ADS Cloud value proposition. We'll give you a cost example of running your servers in cloud versus on-prem. We'll look at the total cost of ownership over 5 years and a brief summary to wrap everything up. So moving your servers to ADS Cloud is more than just a cost-benefit analysis. It's a sleep well at night proposition. So the reason why you can sleep better at night is because you have way better backups. We'll talk about that. Your servers are backed up once an hour in ADS Cloud during business hours. We've had 100% uptime, something we're very, very proud of. 100% uptime since 2013. Not easy to do. The reason why we've had 100% uptime is all of our servers are highly available. And our entire infrastructure is highly available. You have great flexibility to scale up or scale down. We handle all the maintenance of the infrastructure, so the updates to ESXi, VM upgrades, firmware updates, all of that stuff is handled and it's included in your monthly maintenance costs as well as the licensing for those packages. And security. Our stuff is hosted at Switch Las Vegas, and the security is second to none. So peace of mind is important, but so is cost saving. So is it possible to have both? Well, we've found that for clients that run their servers in ADS Cloud, they've seen a reduction in the total cost of ownership compared to running on-premise servers. So one of the things, of course, is cost savings. We typically see clients have a reduction in the total cost of ownership over 5 years compared to on-premise servers. You turn basically your ADS Cloud is OpEx, so it's basically operational expenditures versus CapEx. You don't have to worry about refreshing your servers every 3 to 5 years and going through an additional CapEx expenditure. You have way better backups. So our servers are backed up hourly during business hours, which are from about 6 in the morning till 8 o'clock in the evening. We use SimpliVity as our backend infrastructure, which allows us to basically back up or restore a server in seconds. And that's regardless of size. It is amazing technology. So we can restore a 1 terabyte server in about 15 seconds. Again, amazing technology. That being said, in addition to the SimpliVity backup, once a day we use Veeam to back up to disk and then from disk to tape. In addition to that backup, we have an additional backup to tape that's done weekly and then cycled off by Iron Mountain on an 8-week rotation. Tape management is included in your monthly charges, and we follow the 3-2-1-1 backup rule, which is 3 copies of your data on 2 separate media, 1 copy off-site, and 1 copy offline. The offline is the most important thing because it gives you protection against crypto or ransomware in case we've seen clients that have their stuff that's not their backups not offline and they've got hit with ransomware and then their backups even get encrypted and now they're kind of out of luck. So it is important to get your backups offline, and that is one thing that a lot of cloud providers don't do, but we do spend the extra money because we feel it's the responsible thing to do. So in addition to that, we have built-in disaster recovery with geographic redundancy. So optionally, for an additional charge, you can replicate your data between Las Vegas and Reno or Reno and Las Vegas. So if you're running in the Las Vegas data center, you can replicate your data to Reno. If you're running in the Reno data center, you can replicate it to Las Vegas over 2 1 gig redundant lines between Las Vegas and Reno that traverse different physical paths. Again, we've had 100% uptime since 2013, something we're very, very proud of. The entire infrastructure is redundant, so if we have anything that touches production, we have at least 2 of them. All the VMware licensing costs are included, as well as the SimpliVity licensing and Veeam licensing. All the infrastructure licensing is all included in the monthly charges. All of our WAN lines are redundant, so we have 2 redundant 1 gig lines to the internet on both locations, as well as 2 1 gig lines that connect up Las Vegas to Reno. And we also have redundant power circuits. We have an A and a B power circuit side, and we've configured everything so that you can run the entire rack can be run off of only one circuit in case one circuit goes down. That being said, at Switch, each one of their power circuits is triply redundant, so they can take down one circuit for maintenance and still be doubly redundant. You also have insanely great flexibility, so it's a great solution for work at home users. And of course, today with the global pandemic, who isn't working from home, right? You can scale up or scale down your hardware and software demands on demand. And it's easy to migrate servers in case of an office move. So instead of worrying about physically moving the servers and them getting damaged during the move or lost, or the hard drive crashed because it had too much vibration, whatever, you don't have to worry about that because the servers aren't getting moved. Literally all we need to do is know your new IP block at your new location, update the site-to-site VPN tunnel, boom, you're up and running. And it's also very, very easy if you're going to be going through, if you're looking at selling a company or merging or acquiring a different company, it makes it much easier to do that merger or that sale because we can logically create copies of create a new virtual data center for the new ownership, as well as retain your old servers. It's very, very easy to do. We've done that for other clients in the past. Not easy to do if you're running on-premise servers. You literally would have to duplicate everything that you have if you wanted to make a copy. All maintenance is included, so all of the patching in the ESXi host is included. Updating of the server and other hardware firmware is also included. VM upgrades are included. We have 24/7 support. You have direct line into people that actually run the infrastructure with their cell phone numbers. You're not going to be getting a first level support where somebody's reading a script. You're going to be talking to people that have direct access into the infrastructure to handle any issues that come up very, very quickly and efficiently. Maintenance is performed only during maintenance windows with little or no downtime. I would say in the last 7 years, we had a server actually go down even during a maintenance window, maybe once or twice in the last 7 years, and that's during a maintenance window. So even during a maintenance window, a lot of times there is no downtime. Security is amazing. Both of our facilities are hosted at Switch Las Vegas. We also include SIM monitoring. SIM is basically a security information and event monitor. Also, monitoring of your servers is also included, which normally we would charge for as a separate charge, but if you're running servers in ADS Cloud, it's included. We do require you to have a site-to-site VPN if you want to connect up to our cloud service. We feel that a microgram of prevention is worth a metric ton of cure, so we want to make sure that things are set up correctly from the get-go to avoid hackers getting in and causing havoc. So the physical security at Switch is amazing. All the guards are armed. They all wear body armor. It's hard to get in, as it should be. And the chances, although it's not zero, the chances of somebody coming in and physically stealing a server at Switch is not zero, but it's pretty much close to zero. Arguably, the probability of somebody breaking into your office is much, much higher. Okay, in this cost example assumption, all servers are virtualized with VMware vSphere. It's going to be running a small 20-user network. The assumption here is that the on-premise installation of the servers and the ADS Cloud migration costs are equal, so they have not been included in this example. We're going to run 5 Windows virtual servers and 2 Linux virtual appliances. So 2 Windows domain controllers, a file server, a terminal server, an Exchange server, an SSL VPN Linux appliance running Linux, as well as an email security appliance running Linux. So this left column here basically are all the costs associated with running your servers on-prem. The right column here are all the costs associated with running your servers in ADS Cloud. So in this example here, you'd have to purchase 2 servers. This first server is the server that's going to be running the actual workloads. We've included a UPS as well as a Synology NAS. and the drives for the NAS, as well as an additional Veeam backup server. If you notice here, we've included the same server for your production server as well as the backup server. And the reason why that is that way, if your production server goes down, we can rape and pillage from the backup server to get you up and running a little bit faster. Hard drives, SSD hard drives for that, as well as an external tape drive and a controller. The reason why we included as well as 10 tapes, the reason why we include the tape drive is so that we can get your backups offline. Again, really, really important. So you're looking at about $34,000 in hardware costs and round numbers for this configuration. If you look at now, a lot of people will just look at this number and compare it, and then they go, well, the numbers don't make sense. But in addition to that, you have to look at all the additional costs that you would incur by running this for 5 years on-prem. So insurance, we figured it's going to be about $686 per year, as well as running your electricity to run the servers. We assumed it was going to be about $200 per month to run your servers and electricity costs. Windows licensing costs, Exchange server licensing costs, terminal server licensing costs with software assurance, which entitles you to any upgrades during the 5 years. The SSL VPN appliance with 1 year support, as well as the email security appliance. And then running vSphere Essentials with 5 year support, a Veeam backup. And then we estimated the support costs at 6 hours per month. So that's 3 hours per server over on average over a total ownership of 5 years. We typically see that your support costs will go up towards the end of the life of the servers, right? So in years 4 and 5, it just gets higher because the server starts to fail and we have to come in more and replace this hard drive or a bad motherboard or power supply, blah, blah, blah. So typically the support costs get skewed towards the later life of the server. And then we also included server monitoring for $25 per server per month. So the total, if you take this number and this number here, adds up to $138,607. If you were to take those same servers and run them in cloud, the total cost of ownership would be about $136,000 for a net savings of about almost $2,400. So that's kind of just summarizes what I just talked about. And typically the savings increase with additional users, and the savings will significantly increase when you compare an on-premise high availability cluster versus running your servers in ADS Cloud, which is already highly available. So to summarize, you have significantly more benefits of running your servers in ADS Cloud versus on-premise. We typically see the total cost of ownership over the lifetime of the servers, in this example 5 years, is lower by running your servers in ADS Cloud. The cost savings typically increase with the number of users, and the cost savings typically go way up if you're going to be running a on-premise highly available cluster versus running your servers in ADS Cloud, which is also highly available. So for a customized quote, so really to summarize here, we feel that it's a no-brainer to run your servers in ADS Cloud. It's cheaper and you get all the benefits of running in ADS Cloud. So it's like, okay, sounds good to me. So for a customized quote for your business, please call me, Alan Sagano. My phone number is 310-541-8584. I'm at extension 100. Or you can email me or us at info@adscon.com. Thanks a lot for listening. If you have any questions, we'd be sure to answer them. Again, all of our clients are running in cloud. They've had a very positive experience. They've been very happy, and we've seen basically a net reduction in their total cost of ownership. Thanks a lot for listening, and we look forward to hearing from you. Thanks.